Hi there, it's Ryan. Today, as the first video of this year, we're gonna talk about top 5 interview tips for pharmacy school. I know that pharmacy school interviews are coming up very soon or already have occurred in some schools. And for this video, I want to provide some tips and tricks for you pre-pharmacy students who are in this current application cycle to know more about what to expect in a pharmacy school interview. Let's go. Point number one, understanding what the school is looking for you as an individual. I think it is very important, to think about how each school looks at you differently or have a different focus to evaluate your students. Some school might weigh more on personality, some school might weigh on grades, some school might weigh more on activities and you as an individual. But most schools have a holistic approach in terms of what they can evaluate you as an individual. Um, and again, all schools want to see a true self of you as an individual and how your qualities can make a good student pharmacist to fit their program. And this is why it is so important to become yourself uh, during interviews. So before you go into interview days, consider these questions or things that you might want to keep in mind. What makes yourself unique, or what makes you yourself? Or something like, what are some of your strengths or your weaknesses? How would you see yourself in that particular program? And these questions will guide you along when you're doing your interview with the faculties, students, or potentially alumni of the school, so you can help to provide the best competitive version of yourself. Point number two, train your professional skills and networking skills prior to your interview. Um, Before going into your interview, think about professionalism and what defines professionalism. Think about some aspects on what makes a professional. Some of the tips that I think it's very important to have or keep in mind is that to respect the environment that you're in a professional environment and you're in this position where you're trying to find yourself fitting into these programs and talking to the faculties in a professional manner. And the second point will be think before you speak. Again, it is very important to think thoroughly of what you speak before you going to say it out loud so that you might not get the wrong message across. Be active in professional events to train your skills in talking to in a professional setting before going to pharmacy school interviews. I know there are lots of events available, such as pharmacy school events, visits, or pre-pharmacy events in general that can help you to get an understanding or train those skills prior to an interview. So again, being involved with pre-pharmacy organizations, just like I mentioned in previous couple of videos, it's very important for you to grow. And becoming natural in this environment will help you to be natural in your interview. Because I truly believe that interviews are quite similar to a networking event, and it's your time to shine and show how great of a candidate you are. But however, be very aware that you are still evaluated even if you're not in the interview room. So you do want to remain professional even when you're not directly interviewing. And there are definitely faculties or students who will be observing your behavior during the whole entire interview day process. Point number three, prepare for the interview, but try not to memorize it. I truly believe that it's important for you to prepare well enough that so you sound confident in your interview and you are ready to go. However, you should not straight up memorize your content. And I know some people who like to, type up everything they're going to say, and it just helps them to go through the logic, the rationale when they want to present themselves, which is okay. I believe that it depends on whatever you're comfortable with preparing for your interview, but you should never fall straight up during your interview because that will make it sound unnatural in 90% of the cases. Again, most of the time, questions you prepare will actually not be asked, so you should definitely prepare general responses to some general topics. And one way to train that, or train your interview skills in general, is doing mock interviews. Try to ask your friends, your peers, or your pharmacists or your professors to help you conduct a mock interview so that you can prepare yourself and dive yourself into that interviewing setting. And when the real thing comes, you're well prepared. Point number four, get to know more about your potential classmates during your interview. Again, interview is a great place to talk to upperclassmen of that particular school and see how they like the program or how they act during your interview, because that's a full evaluation of what the school's quality is. And also talk to your fellow interviewees, right? Get a sense to know them so that you can be put when you're a potential classmate. If you do choose that school, you can develop a future relation with them. And you might also want to, think about how building a network with potential peers of yours so that you can help your future development as a pharmacist. And even if you don't go to the same school at the very end, again, it's still a great opportunity to talk to your peers. Point number 5: enjoy your interview day and explore what the school got to offer to you. I think interview day is actually a really fun time because you do get to enjoy, you know, to learn more about what the school has to offer and how you can maybe be excited about your future as a pharmacist. So schools want you to enjoy this experience so that you might consider their program. And again, this is very, very important for you to determine what school you want to choose ultimately to build onto your career. And just to also keep in mind that acceptance for interviews usually come in a few weeks after the interview day, but some schools do provide instantly. And you know, after knowing the decision, you can have the chance to reflect upon your interview day or the prior research that you've done about the school and see if the school suits you. You can reflect upon those experiences and make an educated decision that you would like to commit to in the next few years to developing to become a future pharmacist. So, those are my top 5 tips on how to execute your interview plan and be doing well in your pharmacy school interview. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you find this video helpful for you to guide through to your pharmacy school interviews. And I wish you all the best with your upcoming interviews. And I hope to see you soon as a new upcoming pharmacy student. Click the subscribe button for more check out more of our videos. Click the notification bell. Click like to the video if you enjoyed the content today, and see you next time. Bye bye.